With names like Rockstar, Monster, and Full Throttle, energy drinks pack a punch that young people can't get enough of. In fact, 1 in 3 teenagers regularly drinks them.
My favorite has to be Red Bull, but the one that gives you the most energy is like Jolt or Spike.
They burst on the scene 20 years ago and are so popular, Americans are expected to spend $9 billion on them this year, making them the fastest-growing beverage market.
Some taste better than others, but overall, I think I like them a lot, actually.
So what's in these energy drinks that has them flying off the shelves? Mainly caffeine, at least the amount found in a strong cup of coffee, sometimes much more. The FDA only requires manufacturers to list the presence of caffeine in a product, not how much. Energy drinks can also be loaded with sugar, a quarter cup on average, and since they're marketed as dietary supplements, often contain unregulated herbal stimulants like taurine, guarana, creatine, and B vitamins. Doctors say this can be a dangerous mix. In fact, the medical journal Pediatrics warns energy drinks can cause kids to suffer heart palpitations, seizures, strokes, and even sudden death.
I think it's really important for parents to know what their kids drink.
Pediatrician Peter Restaino says energy drinks are especially dangerous for kids with heart or psychiatric problems. They should not be combined with alcohol or any other drugs, including caffeine from other sources like soda. Restaino goes as far as telling his patients not to even drink one because they can be highly addictive.
So you're buying 3 and 4 or 5 of these things, which are reasonably expensive, and you're doing them on a pretty regular basis because you don't want that high to disappear. Because in fact, the side effects of coming down are the headache, the nausea, you don't feel good, the fatigue.
Energy drinks are often marketed to athletes for that extra boost, but they can pose even more problems for athletes than non-athletes, like increased blood pressure and serious dehydration. Because of that, some athletes shy away from the energy drinks and choose sports drinks instead. But doctors say not so fast. Although they don't contain the caffeine energy drinks do, sports drinks have their own set of problems. Sports drinks can corrode teeth even more than soda. Candace Hawkins learned that the hard way. After enjoying a lifetime of perfect checkups, when she made her high school swim team, she started drinking sports drinks and got 8 cavities.
I couldn't really believe it.
Acid in sports drinks erodes the teeth from the first sip until 45 minutes after the last sip, when the saliva returns the mouth to its pH balance.
It's better for your teeth just to chug it all at one time and then rinse your teeth off. But if you have it for a protracted period of time, you're going to have this acid attack on the teeth.
But are sports drinks even necessary? Dr. Brick Campbell specializes in sports medicine.
Just water is probably all you really need.
He adds that sports drinks are also crowding out the one drink that's missing from the diets of athletes and non-athletes alike, good old-fashioned milk, which is needed to prevent broken bones in the future.
The time for skeletal storage of calcium comes in your teens, and most women and even guys aren't drinking nearly enough milk, and partly is because they want to drink sodas and now the sports drinks and maybe the energy drinks. But milk is extremely important in order to socking that calcium away for later life, and most people aren't getting that. So that's a real problem.
Another drawback to many sports drinks is the calorie content. Dr. Richard Hoffman is a weight loss specialist and says sports drinks and energy drinks are often so high in sugars that people sometimes drink more calories than they burn off during exercise. He cautions his patients not to be fooled by drinks that put healthy words on the label like fruit, water, and green tea.
Beverages should probably not have any carbohydrate in them if you're going to be drinking them frequently.
Hoffman advises his patients to drink at least 64 ounces of plain water each day so they'll feel full, eat less, and get rid of excess salt. Matt Goulding is the nutrition editor for Men's Health magazine and co-author of Drink This, Not That, which exposes unhealthy beverages like this children's drink that, while having 10% juice, also has the sugar equivalent of 2 canisters of whipped cream, a parent's nightmare. Coffee drinkers need to be savvy, too. For instance, this bottled coffee contains the sugar equivalent of 32 Nilla wafers, a far cry from just a plain old cup of joe, which contains no sugar. So while Americans have more beverage choices than ever, doctors say don't be fooled. Just because a drink has a healthy image, that doesn't mean it's good for you. Lori Johnson, CBN News.